Good morning. Welcome to the paper piecing tutorial by Piece2Brains. I'm your host, Denise Russell. Today we're going to learn how to create foundation pieced quilt blocks. Foundation piecing means you stitch the fabrics onto a paper or a piece of muslin or other fabric. So the pattern is printed onto the foundation, and then the fabric pieces are placed onto the reverse side of the foundation and stitched, so following the pattern lines there are on the right side of the foundation. So what you're going to need is the foundation paper, a pattern which will be printed on that paper, the fabrics, a ruler called Add a Quarter, and a credit card or a hotel key card or a greeting card. You chose your pattern, now you print it onto the foundation paper, and you have chosen all your fabrics and cut them so they will extend at least about half an inch beyond the outline of each shape on the pattern. So we start by taking the fabrics that will go on places 1 and 2. You place the fabric for shape 2 onto the fabric for shape 1 with the right sides together as the picture shows on the back side of the pattern, and you make sure that it's very close to where they will be sewn. So then you flip the paper over, you hold it against a light source, position the fabrics and pin so that there is a 1/4 inch or more of fabric beyond the corners of the line that you're going to stitch and beyond the stitching line. With a small stitch, usually about 1.5 or 1.8, you begin stitching 2 stitches before the solid line and you end 2 stitches after the line. These stitches are removed as you trim the excess fabric. This is what your line that you just stitched is going to look like on the front of the block. So now you finger press the fabrics open along the seam that you just stitched. Then you're going to align the card with the next line to be stitched, in this case the line between shapes 2 and 3. You're going to fold the paper over the card, align your Add a Quarter ruler with the edge of the paper, and cut the excess fabric using the rotary cutter. Next, you're going to align the piece of fabric for shape 3 with the edge that you just trimmed. You're going to flip the block over, check that the fabric is positioned correctly, and you're going to stitch on the solid line. You're going to repeat these same steps, stitching the remaining pieces of fabric to the solid lines, following the number order, always positioning the fabric pieces properly so that you have a 1/4 inch all around, which will be your seam line. Here's what your block will look like as we add more pieces. After adding all the pieces, the blocks will look like this. Now we need to trim it down to its size, which is going to be 4 inches. So you flip the block over and you place the 1/4 inch line of the ruler on the outline of the block and you trim it. You're going to repeat it to the next 3 sides of the block so that the finished block is going to be 4.5 inches. And this is what it looks like. Now you're likely going to stitch these blocks together, and you do so by stitching on the solid lines and pressing the seams open afterwards. You're not going to remove the paper until those blocks have been stitched to borders or to another part of the quilt. And here are the blocks all sewn together. I hope this tutorial was helpful to you. Thank you for joining me, and if you have any questions, please email me at derussell22@gmail.com. Thank you.